Okay, good morning, mister. In this video, I am going to show you a little experiment in which I can apply the Newton's first law of motion. In other words, the law of inertia. First of all, I'm going to explain you what is the first law of motion. The first law of motion is a theory stated by the scientist named Isaac Newton, in which he stated that an object at rest and an object in motion will remain in motion or in rest unless an unbalanced force acts on it. He stated this theory basing on the first theory of Galileo Galilei, in which he said a body moving on a level surface will continue in the same direction at constant speed unless disturbed. He only restated this and he called it in the first Newton law of motion, or in other words, as I told you before, the law of inertia. Inertia is just an object resistance to changing in its motion. Now I will show you the little experiment in which I applied the Newton's first law of motion. Okay, for this experiment, I am going to need a glass, a coin, and whatever kind of card. Doesn't matter which kind of it. It can be a credit card, a debit card, or in this case, like a carnet. So, first of all, what I'm going to do is taking the card or the carnet, depending on what you use, and I'm going to place it on top of the glass. Now I'm going to place the coin on it. Now, what I'm going to do is to push the card. This will cause, obviously, that the coin get into the glass. And I'm going to explain you why this happens. Okay. As you can see, obviously, the coin got inside the glass. And I have a little diagram to explain you this, why this happens. Okay. So, in the first step, as I told you, we placed the carnet on top of the glass and the coin, which is represented by the little red square, on top of the carnet. The carnet is represented by the little blue rectangle. So what I did is to push the carnet. I didn't push the coin. This caused that the coin remained in rest. And what moved is the carnet. The unbalanced force that acted on it is my push, let's say. It's my push. So as I pushed it, the coin just fall into the glass, but it remained in rest. It didn't move. The only thing that caused is that the force of gravity pushed it into the bottom of the glass. Now that it's inside of it, as I told you, the gravity is the only one that acted on it, but neither my force acted on it, only the gravity. That's why it moved to the bottom of the glass. Okay, and with this little experiment, I tried to explain you the Newton's first law of motion, also called the law of inertia, that as I told you, it states that an object in rest or object in motion will remain in rest or in motion unless an unbalanced force acted on it. And as a final step, I'm just going to show you again the project. And that's it. Thank you for your attention. I hope you understood what is the Newton's first law of motion.